Yes, Prabhuji, I'm in India now.
Oh, okay. I hope you have settled well.
Sorry, Prabhuji.
I hope you have settled well there
Yes,
because you moved,
Prabhuji.
right?
Yes, Prabhuji. By Krishna's mercy, everything is. Thank you. Thank you for asking.
Oh, yeah, almost everyone who is supposed to join. Send a reminder if still
Sorry, what is that?
um, some our doors are still open in case anyone wants to join. And I made some prep work and presentation and everything, but Krishna has his own plans and my computer is not working. So we'll rely on totally on Krishna's mercy. Um, and I'm not even ready to share any screens and stuff, so I'll rely on maybe Subal Prabhu to help me with that if that's okay.
Yeah, sure, Prabhuji.
Okay, so let's get started. जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन जमुना तीरवनचारी जमुना तीरवनचारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल हरे कृष्णा ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरं गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय. Again, I'm very, very grateful for this opportunity to read, hear, study Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 13, which is the topic for today. And we're going to cover two verses, important verses, text 28 and 29. And I seek all of your blessings and prayers. And so, whatever for the next some time, we can have a wonderful discussion with for only one purpose is to grow our loving devotional service, the lotus feet of Lord Shri Krishna. So let's start with the text 28. Chapter 13, Bhagavad Gita, entitled Nature, Consciousness, Prakriti, Purusha. Go a little up, please, Drew. The title was there. Chapter 13, Nature, the Enjoyer, and Consciousness. So Purusha, Prakriti, and the Jiva. So 28. Samam sarveshu bhuteshu tishtantam parameshwaram vinash yatsi vinach vinash yatsa avinashyantam yah pashyati sapashyati samam sarveshu bhuteshu tishtantam parameshwaram avinashyasantvam yah pashyati sapashyati. Maybe we can recite one Prabhu, one Adha. Can recite.
I can read Bhagavad Gita 13.28. Samam sarvesu bhutesu tishtantam parameshwaram vinasyata swa avinasyantam ya pasyati sapasyati. Back to Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Next one, another devotee wants to read.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Then I can try, Prabhuji. Samam sarveshu bhuteshu tishtantam parameshwaram vinashvastva avinashyastvam yapashyati sapashyati. Sorry, Prabhuji. Thanks.
Anonymous translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
I can read the sentence. Guruji. Hare
Okay,
Krishna.
yes, please. Yes, Shalini Mataji.
Samam, equally, sarveshu, in all, bhuteshu, all living, bhuteshu, living entities, tisthantam, residing, parama ishwaram, the super soul, vinashyatsu, in the destructible, avinashyantam, not destroyed, yaha, anyone who, pashyati, sees, saha, he, pashyati, actually sees. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Prabhupada Ki Jai. One who sees the super soul accompanying the individual soul in all bodies, and who understands that neither the soul nor the super soul within the destructible body is destroyed, actually sees. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. So let's pause there. One who sees the super soul. So this chapter talks about the Kshetragya. Kshetra is the body, and Kshetragya is the soul and the super soul. The one who sees, Pashya, the soul and the super soul accompanying the soul, the two birds, and understands, very important, understands what? That neither of them vinash, yatsu. In vinash, there's no vinash, right? We have read in the chapter 2 of the Bhagavad Gita also, there is no vinash. They are indestructible within the destructible body. So avinash, they are not destroyed. The body destroys, which is very, very fundamental teaching of Bhagavad Gita. So now let's read the purport. That person is a real seer. Anyone who, by good association, can see three things combined together. What are the three things? The body, the proprietor of the body, or the individual soul, and the friend of individual soul. Who is the friend of individual soul? The Paramatma, Krishna, in everyone's, is actually in knowledge, unless one has the association of a real knower of spiritual subjects. One cannot see these three things. To see things in true perspective, we need a seer. We cannot understand this by our own. We need a seer, or basically a bona fide guru. That's what is mentioned in the association of the real knower of spiritual. So who is the real knower? A bona fide teacher, guru, like Srila Prabhupada, etc. Those who do not have such association are ignorant. They simply see the body. They see the external. And they think When the body is destroyed, everything is destroyed, is finished. But actually, it is not. After the destruction of the body, both the soul and the super soul exist. Body is just a covering. The soul and the super soul exist and they go on eternally in many various moving and non moving forms. So, what are these moving and non moving forms? Anyone? Example? Can someone give example?
Moving would be any animal body or anything that any maybe a fish or bird or anything any body that the soul is assuming identifying with after this birth.
Or also human being also, Prabhuji. That's what I think. Hare Krishna.
Yes,
Very
correct.
nice. So human beings, um, fishes, etc. So, what are non moving bodies?
Anything?
Plants,
No. Oh.
Plants.
Anything cannot move, like plants, example, like yeah,
They have
invertebrates. Like
limited
sorry,
movement, right? They just move around with wind a little bit.
yeah,
Can't move
plant.
like.
Yeah.
Okay. I was laughing at my movements. Please put your camera in the middle so I can see your face in the middle of the screen. And those who can turn on cameras, you get extra laddu. Okay. The Sanskrit word Parameshwara is sometimes translated as the individual soul. Sometimes Parameshwara may refer to the individual soul because the soul is the master of the body. And after the destruction of the body, he transfers to another form. He is the soul here. He with a small h. When we are addressing that with Krishna or Paramatma, we use the big H. That's a important difference. In that way, he is the master. Who is here? In that way, he is the master. Who is he here referred to as? You're all reading, right, with
super
me?
soul. Yes, Prabhuji. Either Krishna or super soul.
No, this is referring to the soul. See, the trick question. Is this he is referred to the soul? We just read because in this scenario, right? Because sometimes Parmeshwar may refer to the individual soul in that way because he is the kind of the master of the body. But there are others who interpret this Parmeshwar as to be the super soul. So the both interpretations are there. The first one was the individual soul, and the next is the super soul. In either case, both the super soul and the soul continue. So both continue, both the Parameshwaras, the tiny Parameshwara. We are also Ishvara. We are tiny Ishvara, right? Can we control? It's too cold outside. It's snowing everywhere. Can we control? Can't control. If it's too hot, can we control? We can't. But we have some control. Oh, I want to sleep or watch TV, or I want to eat, or I want to, do something. In either case, they both continue. They are not destroyed. One who can see in this way can actually see what is happening. Did everyone? Is everyone clear? This is, I think, this. Is there more? Or is that? That's it. Okay, that's it. So let's read quickly 29th also, and maybe before we go to 29, let's do a quick review of 28. So what is mentioned? Let's hide the screen. Let's see. I'll recall. Let's pause the screen. So what are some key words you recall from the verse? Some Sanskrit words you recall, or maybe English words? Just some words. So throw some words you recall, or one or two words.
Good association, Prabhu. Mhm.
Good association of devotee. Okay, very nice. What else you recall from the few words? One or two.
The soul.
Individual.
Soul,
Soul, super soul. Okay, what are
super
they? Are
soul.
they destroyed or not destroyed?
Not destroyed.
Non-destroyed, right? Prabhuji?
Non destroyed. The body is destroyed. Soul, super soul, not destroyed.
Non-destroyed, yeah.
What else?
Uh,
Parameshwara. Two meanings of
Parameshwara.
Parameshwara.
Okay, very nice. The individual soul is sometimes referred to as Parameshwara and the super soul as well.
Pashyanti so Pashyanti. The one who sees actually sees, who can see that the soul and the super soul are indestructible.
Very nice. That's wonderful. I hope you didn't, you said by memory. That's great. Okay, let's go to the verse 28 quickly before we move to 29. Thank you, Vasudhimataji, for turning the camera. It makes a ton of difference. Let's go a little up, please, bro, to the verse itself, the Sanskrit.
Samavasti
So,
Ishwaram
can you please mute yourself? And the idea is one who sees in all, that most none of us mentioned this point. So one who sees that in every body the soul and super soul exist. That person is a real seer. That means in every body, in every living being, there is Atma and Paramatma. Can someone give another verse from Bhagavad Gita which tells the same thing? We can hide that, or we'll go to 29 after this. Anyone knows any other verse in the Bhagavad Gita or other scriptures which tells that the Paramatma is there in every being? Okay, I'll assist you. Think about 518 of Bhagavad Gita. No, so can you unshare for a moment? The learned person sees everyone with equal vision. You remember Samam, right? We see the same thing here. Sama Drishti. In Bhagavad Gita, there are hundreds of verses which talk about this equipoised or sama. The English word same comes from the Sanskrit word sama. This verse, text 28, which we just read, begins with samam sarveshu bhuteshu. Bhut doesn't mean ghost here. Bhut here means living beings. Samam sarveshu, all living beings, one should have that vision. What kind of vision? That Atma and Paramatma are there in every being. Mame Vamsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana, we are all part and parcel of the Supreme God. And if one develops that vision, this theme for today is changing paradigm, changing our perception, changing the way with which we see things or people. It makes a ton of difference, right? Bhagavad Gita is all about change of paradigm. Shastras are all about change of paradigm. Has everyone heard this word paradigm? Paradigm shift, right? It's basically an outlook with which we see things. For example, if I have a clear lens, I'll see things clear. But if I have a blue lens and if I have a white pen, that white pen will also appear to me blue.
Blue.
If I have red lenses, the white pen will appear to me
Red.
Red,
red.
it will appear red.
Is the pen red?
No.
No. What is the difference here?
Your vision.
My vision. Exactly. Brilliant. So, Bhagavad Gita is helping us to have a transcendental vision or have a spiritual vision or vision Jnana Chakshu, Shastra Chakshu, to see things from the lens of scriptures, to see things from the lens of Guru and Sadhus. Otherwise, what kind of vision we'll have?
Con-
Selfish vision, blurred vision, vision out of ignorance, vision out of I, me, and mine. So that is what meant by seeing pashyam, siha pashyasi, sa pashyati. Right? That's the last line. The person who really sees in this way is the real seer. Everyone can see, everyone can see. For example, if there's a dog in front of me, I can see the dog. But how many people are able to see the dog as a part and parcel of the Supreme Lord? Right? Krishna is there. Not only 518, If you notice, every chapter Krishna is saying that I am there in the heart of every person, and those who see me with that vision are the real seers. 6.30. Yo mam pashyati sarvatra sarvam chamai pashyati. One who sees me everywhere, not just in moving, even non-moving. Sarvatra. Same word. Yo mam pashyati sarv. The word pashya means to see. Sarvam chamai pashyati. Sees me in everything and everything in me. Tasyaham. I am not lost to that, and that person is not lost to me. Why? Because he is seeing Krishna, the hand of the God, in every aspect. Because he has the spiritual lens to see the world. He has those eyes. Premanja churita bhakti vilochanena santah sadeva hridayeshu vilokayanti. Those whose eyes, Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahma says, eyes are anointed with love of God, they will see God's hand in everything. Those whose eyes are filled with lust, they will see everything as an object of lust. For example, someone sees a flower, a beautiful rose flower. A very passionate, lusty person, what he'll say, oh, I'll pluck these flowers, I'll give it to my girlfriend, and she'll be very happy, and I'll have fun time. Right? Thinking of sense gratification. A person totally in the mode of ignorance. Hey, why are people wasting their time in growing these flowers? It's, just relax, take it easy. Why? Just sleep. Person who is selfish. Oh, let me pluck it. Oh, this is wonderful. Let me pluck it. Let me take it. Let me enjoy it. Let me smell it. I. Let me, I, me, mine. And someone who is a lover of God, who loves God, you see, wow, Krishna is so kind. Krishna has made this beautiful rose. Look at the texture. Look at the fragrance. Look at the beauty. I must offer it to the real proprietor. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prachati. Offered with love and devotion a flower, Krishna will accept it. So he must be very, very happy to receive this flower. Let me give it to whom it deserves. And that is the Supreme Lord. You see, the same flower, everyone saw with different lens. Why? It's not that they had different, eyes, like the eye power, right? It's about the vision, the internal vision, or the paradigm, or their perception of seeing things. So Bhagavad Gita or ISKCON is an international society for Krishna consciousness. Right now, we have selfish consciousness, we have lusty, greedy, envious, all these vices are there. So therefore, we see things in that way. Like a businessman, anywhere he'll go, he'll see, oh, how to make more money, how I can get more money from this deal, from this person, from that, how I can get somehow or the other more money. And he's expert in that. Someone who's an artist, he'll see, oh, wow, this pattern looks so beautiful. Look at the colors of the wall. Look at the painting. Look at the texture, right? Have you noticed that? They're seeing the same thing, but with a different lens. So Bhagavad Gita is teaching us how to see every aspect of life. And what is that aspect? Samam sarveshu bhuteshu. That Krishna is present in every living being. Sarvasya chaham hridisannivishto. Chapter 15, Bhagavad Gita. Ishvara sarvabhutanam hriddeshitishthati Arjuna. Chapter 18. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate. Chapter 10. Right? Every chapter we see Krishna is encouraging. Chapter 12, one who is friendly with everyone is very dear to me. Again, same principle. How will one be friendly if one is seeing that, oh, everyone is a part and parcel of the Supreme Lord? They are my brothers because we are born from the same fathers. Just think about so many fights happen in this world. Okay. Has anyone had any kind of fight, argument, disagreement, conflict? Any time in the past? It happens almost every day.
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
Okay. And, um, now, whether it's with husband, wife, friend, conflict, whatever. Now, next time, if you're, let's say, I'm yelling at my wife, okay, and fighting with her. Like, we don't fight much, but just an example. It's material vision to see why do people fight? Because their expectations are not fulfilled. Desires, expectation. That's the root cause of. Now, if we see with the spiritual lens, what is the material lens? You should do what I say. You should fulfill my desires, my expectations, right? And when those are not fulfilled, there is there is anger and buddhinash, sarvanash, people yell, people fight, countries fight, religions fight. The main thing is desires and expectation, the root cause. Asha hi paramo dukho, right? We have Asha Mataji also. Thank you. So now, now just take that for a moment. I switch my paradigm. Okay. I was seeing it with the material lens, selfish lens. Now I change my glasses. Okay. I imagine I had material glasses. Now I'm putting spiritual glasses on. Shastra Chakshu. Okay. Now I see this person, my wife, is not my servant. Hmm. She is Manjulali Priya Devi. She is the daughter of my Guru Maharaj. She's my God sister. She's a devotee of God. She's a devotee of Krishna. She's helping me in so many ways by making such nice prasadam, by making so many things and assisting me in so many ways. She, Krishna is present in her heart as we are learning today, right? Right? Now, now you see with all this reflection, will I still yell? Hmm? Will
No.
I still shout? Hmm? You see
Mm.
the difference? It's very practical. Bhagavad Gita is very, that's why it's called Pashyam. Ya Pashyasi Sa Pashyati. Therefore, Gita is giving this knowledge, this lens, this paradigm shift. People say, Paristhiti ko badlo. Change the circumstances. Oh, this wife is not good, get a new wife. This job is not good, get a new job. This city is not good, get a new city. This car is not. Changing situations, but forgetting to change the consciousness. We are in International Society for Krishna consciousness. We have to change our consciousness from material consciousness to spiritual consciousness, from ignorance to knowledge, from selfishness to selflessness, from judgment to compassion, hmm, to humility. Very easy to jump on conclusions, right? To judge others. I'll give you one more paradigm shift. Was that helpful, the husband wife conflict situation? Is it
Yes,
making
Prabhu.
sense? Next time when you fight with your husband and wife, remember that. Anyone for that matter. One more situation, paradigm shift. How, when we have knowledge of that situation, it makes the things a lot more different. This comes in one of the books. There was a young adult, is maybe around 45 years, is like adulthood with 4 kids. And the kids were different age, 2 years, 4 years, 6 years, 10 years. And kids are kids. You can't expect 4 kids to be like sitting quiet. He was in the train with his kids. Okay. And it's a public train. The kids are moving around here and there. Kids are shouting. Kids are making noise. And there are other co-passengers sitting. This person is in very deep sorrow or kind of lostness, just sitting with this like a disturbed state, and he's oblivious of what kids are doing. Kya kar rahe hain? No, he's not so involved in that. Okay, he's thinking something, or he's in different mood altogether. He seems a little out of space. You are all co-passengers. Just for a moment, think you're in this train. I gave you a situation. The kids are running here and there. Maybe they're jumping around and stuff, making noise. You're all co-passengers, and you're watching that this guy, his father, is a little bit oblivious, not paying attention. Give me some honest answers. What will you think about the father? What will you say? What will you do in this situation? Give me some honest answers. First, don't overthink, just throw some answers. What will you say?
He
He's
doesn't.
worried about something else. Okay.
He just said, just give up.
Give up?
He just gave up. Doesn't want to control the situation. Let out whatever they are doing. Let them do.
Irresponsible. Okay, jo karna karo, like, I don't care. Okay. Irresponsible father. Okay, yeah. Something on the same lines. What kind of parent are you, right?
I
Okay.
was going to say he's worried about something else. Something else is on his mind.
Okay, he's worried. Okay. Anyone else wants to share? What will you say or do to him, or will you go? Others are also hearing. I can't see you. I can't hear you. So I'm just assume the best without jumping to conclusions. You can participate. See, the more you participate, that will help you. That will help me. Right? You can participate by typing. If you have a comment, make a comment by typing. If you want to unmute, you can unmute. The more we engage, the better it will be. Anyone else has a comment or wants to speak? What will be your reaction as a co-passenger?
I would ask him to mind the kids.
Yeah, you'll ask them, "Bhai, to take care of them. What are they doing? Making a mess and disturbing everyone." Right? Right? Yes, Subal Prabhu. What will you do?
Yes, Prabhuji will, try to tell them or, complain to their parents.
Yeah, or complain to the
Exactly. Mhm.
right?
TC.
Yeah, Tarini Mataji confirmed. What are you doing?
Yes.
You're so irresponsible. You don't know how to take responsibility of your kids. What kind of parenting are you giving? What kind of example are you setting? Hmm? Right? We'll jump to all these conclusion. These are little heavy statements. If you see, these are all conclusion. What kind of parent are you? We're judging their parenting. What kind of irresponsible person are you? We're judging them as irresponsible based on this episode we saw. We don't know anything about their past, right? The biggest jump, the most dangerous jump. Never jump to conclusions. Never jump to conclusions. Have a paradigm shift. Now, I'll give you one more important piece of information which will change your heart and paradigm in this whole thing. The person, one of the co passengers, not any one of you, some other, said, "Hey, why don't you take care of your kids? Don't you see what kind of a mess they're making?" The person said, "Sir, I'm sorry." He brought all of the kids. Please come. And with tears in his eyes, he said, "If you're just coming from your mom's funeral, do you want me to die as well?" You see a change of heart? You see a change of paradigm here as a co passenger, right? Are there tears in your eyes at hearing this story, right? We jump to conclusions very fast, my dear friends. We should give benefit of doubt. We don't know what's going on in one's person's life. We see something and we see like a tip of the iceberg and we try to judge the whole thing. developing this paradigm, developing, giving a benefit of doubt, seeing beyond what we can see. Ya pashyasi sa pashyati. People see the body and judge. Oh, he's black, he's white, he's fair, he's tall, he's short, he's this, he's Gujarati, he's Bengali, he's Telugu, he's Marathi, he's this. All leads to fighting. Why? Shallowness. Jumping to conclusion. Oh, he's my skin, he's my color, oh, he speaks my language, my person, right? Jumping to conclusions. Shallow thinking. Prabhupada made the world a house where the whole world can live peacefully. Udar Charitranam, Vasudeva Kutumbakam, broad minded, not narrow minded, not jumping to conclusion. Oh, I'll preach to only Indians because I was from India. Or I'll preach to only Bengalis because I was grew up in Bengal. Right? Prabhupada could have said that. He could have been happy in India, in Vrindavan. Right? Oh, I speak this language, oh, only this language. Forget about anyone else. I'm not part of them. Udar Charitranam. This will really help us to understand beyond what we see. Ya pashyasi sapashyati. Let's go to the next verse quickly. And that vision will help us from degradation. That's the next verse. That vision will help us from degradation. Samam pashyan hi sarvatra samvastitam ishwaram na hinasti atmanatmanam tato yati param gatim. Yes, let's move down. It's time.
I can type Rosie. Shamam pashyani sarvatra samavasthitam ishwaram na hinasti attana atmanam tatayati param gatim. Hare Krishna.
Nice. One who sees the super soul equally present everywhere, that we just read and discussed significantly, right? Quite similar to the last. In every living being, does not degrade himself by his mind. Does not degrade. You see, we saw the examples also, the husband-wife conflict thing, the train situation, how easily we degrade, and how when we see the hand of God in a situation, we do not degrade. We do not degrade to lust, anger, greed, judgment, pride, illusion. Rather, we give a benefit of doubt. Thus, he approaches transcendental destination, Paramgati. If we have this outlook, if we have this paradigm, if we have this spiritual lens in life, then we'll not be degraded. Rather, we will go up. If we don't have this, we'll go down and we'll degrade our mind, our consciousness. Purple? Who wants to read? Anyone who has not got a chance yet? Please,
Can
quick,
I?
quick. Yes,
Okay.
Prabhu.
Yeah, go ahead, Prabhuji.
Okay, yeah, purport. The living entity, by accepting his material existence, has become situated differently than in his spiritual existence. But if one understands that the Supreme is situated in his Paramatma manifestation everywhere, that is, if one can see the presence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in every living thing, he does not degrade himself by a destructive mentality, and he therefore gradually advances to the spiritual world. The mind is generally addicted to sense gratifying process, but when the mind turns to the supersoul, one becomes advanced in spiritual understanding. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you.
Thank you so much. Such a beautiful purport. We have a choice to see with the material lens or to see with the spiritual lens. If we see with the material lens, what is happening? Degradation. Yes. And if we see with the spiritual lens, we uplift ourselves, become advanced. Now you may wonder, and we can stop sharing. The soul is all pure, but why is the mind generally addicted to seeing in material consciousness? To sense gratifying processes. Why is the mind addicted to that? Why is the mind so degraded? right? Generally, as you all, we did this quick exercise. Generally, we think of negative first, is it not? Why that father is not responsible? Why is he not caring properly? We never thought that this extreme situation, that his wife was dead that day, coming from funeral. We don't give why. Why we assume negative first? If someone is late, or in any situation, always assume positive first. This is a practical lesson, right? This is very practical. It will save your life. It will save lives of people around you. It will reduce conflicts, not judging others, giving benefit of doubt, not criticizing, not coming to conclusions without understanding proper facts, without understanding the whole situation. We see one thing, we judge this much, and we create problems for us and for others. It happens in all relationships: husband, wife, brother, sister, parent, child, etc. Why? Because we have been so badly conditioned from millions of lifetimes. मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे द्वार में तेरे आऊं, हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरे, मन ही मन शर्माऊं. जन्म जन्म की मैली चादर कैसे दाग छुड़ाऊं? This consciousness, this soul is all pure, but it's covered. Cheto darpanam, this thick layer of lust, anger, greed, envy, ego is so thick upon us that we are not able to see things. We assume negative first. If talking about Prajalpa, we can talk for hours with rapt attention. While chanting holy names, 5 minutes seems with rapt attention too much. Why? False ego, lust, greed, envy, constantly moving around us. They have covered our consciousness. They have covered the pure soul. Solution: chanting the holy names sincerely, Vaishnav Sangha, sincerely reading, hearing Gita, Bhagavatam, and also very, very important, as we learned today, being reflective. Take a pause. Next time we yell upon someone, or we are thinking of yelling upon someone, or thinking of expressing angry or judging, let's take a pause and say they are also children of God. Krishna is present in their heart too. Will Krishna be happy? Next time you're about to yell at someone, imagine like this, that their shirt or their whatever sari, there's a big picture of Krishna there. Okay? Is it making sense? Will it change your paradigm? Next time you're
Definitely.
about like Hanuman, we can't do that. People won't do that. Don't expect that, unrealistic. But just imagine like that there is Sita Ram, Lakshman, Hanuman in their heart. There is Radha Sham Sundar, Krishna sitting in their heart. If you try to assume that, and that's what Krishna is telling. We can't, and this is what is training. We have to train ourselves. It won't happen overnight. Oh, button on. Okay, like tube light. Now, next time I'll see everyone with the spiritual vision. I'll see the hand of God in everything, in every being, and no more problems. Everything will be perfect. I wish there was a button, but it needs continuous training, learning, and application, reflection, being self reflective. Where am I judging others? Where am I getting angry on others? Why am I getting angry? Was it my fault? The situation was not that bad. My response, how I reacted. So, my dear friends, I want to kind of do a quick recap. We learned that someone who sees the hand of God, the aspect of Supreme Lord, the Paramatma, in every being, in every aspect of life, in every situation, That person is the real seer. That person will go to Param Gatim. That person will not degrade. We have the choice. So let's pray that we develop that vision, that paradigm, that positive paradigm, and go to the topmost destination that will please Krishna. Bhagavad Gita is all about shift of paradigm. The world teaches leave the problems. Gita teaches learn from the problems. The world teaches act first, ask later. Gita teaches ask first, later. The world teaches spiritualists don't own. Gita teaches spiritualists are owned. The world teaches be the best. Gita teaches try your best. The world teaches train your body. Gita teaches train your mind, train your paradigm, as we are taught. And there are so many other also. But I am so grateful to all of you for giving your association. And please pray for me so I can also try to develop that spiritual paradigm, that spiritual lens, and try to be a genuine servant of Krishna. It is my humble request. Thank you so much. Bhagavad Gita Upanishad ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Yeah.
We do have some time for some reflections, some questions, so please. Anyone has a question or a reflection? Something struck you, something you want to share?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. As usual, very nice class, Prabhuji. My reflection is that I should not judge anyone, seeing only like very tiny small portion of their behavior or their activities, and I should not be judgmental on them. I have to realize that maybe something going on their in their mind or in their circumstances, something is happening, so I should not judge. It's actually a very biggest mistake. I usually it's common mistake people does, and but thanks so much, Prabhuji, for pointing out that. And the
Thank
second
you.
reflection is that
Can I make a comment there
sure.
on your reflection? That's beautiful. Thank you for being so honest and transparent. We all have that, and that's why we are repeatedly reminding ourselves. We should try to be lawyers for others and judge for ourselves. We become the opposite. We become lawyers for ourselves and judge for others. Let me explain with an example. Oh, you know why I got late for the program? So much traffic, Prabhu. So much traffic, Mataji. I really wanted to come on time, but I was caught up in the traffic. I'm defending. Lawyers, what do they do to defend your case? And if someone else comes late, they are never on time. Always late. Always proving that, oh, I'm best special. That's why they're late. They'll get special attention if they come late. So many crooked things I may think of. But maybe their child was sick. Maybe they got into traffic. Maybe they were not well. Maybe they're coming from another program or something they couldn't miss. Just give the benefit of doubt that they really wanted to come, but some situations were there that they couldn't come or they got late. Like I can also get late. You see, when I late, I'm a lawyer. But others get late, I'm a judge. So we should be opposite. Lawyer for others, defend. If someone says, oh, Basmati Mataji, always late. This Prabhu, what do you mean always late? What are you trying to don't use absolute words, as Visheshika Prabhu says that. Absolute words. I'll never talk to you. You're always late. We are done. Right? Absolute things. Judgmental words. Irresponsible. Always late. You can talk about an observation. Mataji, I noticed that you got late for the program. The program was, is everything okay? You see the difference here? Rather than saying, Mataji, why do you always show up late? The observation was you came, let's say, at instead of 5, you came at 6. Okay? The observation is you came at 6 p.m. But what did I say? Mataji, why are you always late? It's hurtful. Would you like it? Would you like to hear that? Would you like to? You're always,
No.
it's hurtful.
Yes.
If you're hurting someone, will Krishna be happy? Hmm? Krishna is in their heart too. We are hurting this God. Haridas Thakur, when he was being beaten, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took all that beating. God will not be happy if we treat others with unkind words, with judgmental feelings. So we should be very careful, very careful. Vaishnava means sensitivity in dealings, sincerity in sadhana, consistency in bhakti. And as we grow mature in bhakti, we should become more and more sensitive in our dealings. Because in the beginning, the progress may be more gross, right? Okay, they were smoking, stopped smoking. Or eating meat, stopped eating meat. It's more gross, right? You can see it. But after maybe a few years, which all of you are practicing bhakti for many years, the progress is not more gross, it's more subtle, it's more insight, more subtle. How we deal, how we talk, how we respond. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Shall we give chance to others also? If that's okay with you, others can share their thoughts or questions.
Sure.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Uh,
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the word which you gave, that lawyer and judge, because some words would hit deeply, like the meaning. So, like that, like the moment when you say it, it hits deep and it has like a lot of meaning. And like, if I can change, that would really change the way I think too. So, thank you so much for coming up with that example. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you for hearing so attentively and sharing your reflections. Haripal. Anyone else?
I would like to share an experience, Prabhuji. So, I used to go to my school in a school bus. Well, before in school bus, but like later on, I started traveling by public transportation. You know, the public buses in India are like super crowded, and everyone is fighting for the seats, right? So this was, I think, I was maybe in the eighth standard, and then I was traveling in a crowded bus, and then, a lady, maybe in college, she was standing next to a person who was about to get down. Or actually, I'm sorry, the lady in front of me was holding the bag for this other lady in college, and so usually, when you're standing in front of a seat, you tend to feel like, okay, when the person gets up, you're going to sit in that spot, right? And that lady was like, this lady from the college girl, she's going to sit here. And it was wrong on my part, but I pushed my way and I sat on that seat. And that college girl, she was like, oh, she's like a little sister, let her sit. And I felt so embarrassed in that moment, like I'm being so, like, selfish, and I'm fighting for a seat in a, like, it's nothing, zero, no value. But still, I had that consciousness that I want to be able to sit and ride this bus like comfortably. But when I saw her behavior after that, like, you tend to meet the same passengers in the same bus, right? So the next time that I was traveling, I could easily sit in, like, a spot, but I gave my seat to her. So what we are learning here, both of those things, that a person who sees really sees and doesn't degrade. I think also when we when we imbibe that consciousness and we exhibit that behavior, I think the people around you, they can feel that and reciprocate as well. I don't know if like I was able to explain it the way I was thinking, but I just wanted to share. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. No, it makes all the sense. Thank you for sharing that. It shows that Krishna, you are honest and self introspective. So You are as human, right? We're not perfect. You realize that you did something and next time you didn't repeat it, and then you set a good example. You felt good, others felt good. This is what we are learning, exactly what you said. Thank you for your good example. And this is what Prabhupada wants all of us to be like living examples. Acharan charati iti acharatu. The best preaching is by example. Thank you for being a good example and inspiring others to take the path of bhakti. Thank you. Anything else? Anyone else has a question or a comment?
So, Harsha Prabhuji, don't pranam. Very nice discussion. So, Prabhuji, that will what learn that give benefit of doubt to others, but don't excuse ourselves if we make any mistake. Don't excuse myself if I make any mistake. I have to correct myself, but give benefit of doubt to others.
Thank you. Shall I share a comment I learned from Chaitanya Charan Prabhu in this
Sure.
connection? So we should be, as you said, give benefit of doubt to others. And I would not say like don't excuse, don't be too harsh either. Like if you get late, there are sometimes situations we don't want to get late, but we end up getting late. So don't beat yourself too much either, because that's being unkind upon our own self. Oh, today I got late, I am good for nothing, I am a bad devotee, my life is hellish, my character is hellish. Don't beat yourself too much either. That's not healthy either. It won't help us either. That's what the senior Vaishnava was explaining. Yes, we should always be in the mood of continuous improvement and understand our mistakes and try to work on our shortcomings, which we all have. But don't beat too much so that we can't even get up. So be kind to oneself also and be kind to everyone. At the same time, we can't fix others, but we can fix ourselves. Okay. Preeti Mataji, you were making a comment or a question, something?
Prabhuji, I was about to ask, like, you told us like that I should be like a lawyer for others, but like a judge to yourself. So I was having like, what kind of judge I have to be? Like, can you give me an example for that?
Judge in the sense, if I am doing, let's say, I am have a conflict with you, okay, and I end up yelling at you. I want just giving a situation. After that, do I defend myself or I understand, Baba, that mistake was 90% mine. I did wrong. I should be the judge. I should analyze, as I think here exactly what Shalini Mataji said. She judged herself. She introspected. She judged that she was wrong, which is fine. And next time she fixed that. She realized she should have not done. So I yelled at you. I realized I should have not done. And next time I bow down at your feet, please forgive me. I caused discomfort, pain, inconvenience to you. I'll be very, very careful next time. Please forgive me.
Understood, Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
If someone makes a mistake, remember this formula JAI, Jai. Okay? If someone makes a mistake,
Mhm.
and this is connected to Baldev Prabhu's comment also, and this could be very helpful in not judging others. The first could be judgment error. Have we made judgment errors? I'll give an example of judgment error. ISKCON programs are a classic example of judgment error. You expect 50 people to come, but somehow 70 people show up, and the host has not made that enough prasadam. Okay? Don't take it personally. I'm not talking about any host, any devotee, any cooks. Please don't take it personally. I'm just giving a situation. Could it happen? The rice was for 50 people, somehow 70 people show up. Now, what do we do? It's a situation. It could happen. It was a judgment error, right? The host, the host did this, we all know that it's a little bit uncertain how many people will show up the program. Sometimes situation comes, sometimes 3, 4 families cancel last minute, sometimes 3, 4 families more call their friends and show up. It's a little bit hard. Even in bigger programs, even like a large show, sometimes they cook for 1,000 people, 1,500 show up. Sometimes they cook for 1,500, 1,000 show up, right? You can't do magically, feed prasad for 1,000 to like 2,000. You can do a little bit adjustment, but 1,000 you can feed 1,100, but not like 2,000, right? So judgment error. Now someone gets mad. Why are you guys so stingy? You're asking for donations. But when it comes to prasadam, you're so stingy. You don't want to feed. What are you doing with all the? You see, small observation and so such harsh words. They are jumping to not judgment error, but they're jumping to intention. Oh, your intention is bad. You wanted to cut cost, or you didn't want to feed. You know that was not the intent, right? Was that the intent to that people should go hungry? That people should not have sumptuous feast, only some feast, right? That people should not have like second servings. No, generally that's not the intention. The intention is that everyone should go with the full heart and full belly till the duck, till the neck, like a duck. Right? That's the mood. But sometimes a judgment error could happen. Right? I give the prasad example. This could happen in any situation. One could take a wrong turn on the road, and one could get seriously late. And then suddenly, why are you always again using always? Never use words like always and never. You're never on time. You're always late. You always hurt me. Right? These are very harsh words, absolute words, Vishishka Prabhu mentioned. Don't use them. So, even if someone makes a mistake, Prabhu, I understand your intention was wonderful. That's fine. It was a small, it's very hard to give them. The host himself is feeling a little bad because, there are more people and he himself is hungry and he's happy to serve whatever he can. There's judgment, and we should give support. Prabhu, it happens next time. We'll do some better calculations and it'll be fine. Don't take it too much seriously. It happens and it's not your mistake, actually. It's a small judgment error, right? Sometimes how many have taken a wrong turn, like, or maybe exit, we had to take exit, 210, we took 212 or something like that, and we end up getting late. Has it happened to anyone? All the time it happens, right? Is it intentional? Do we intentionally want to take wrong turn? No, it happens. It was a judgment error. We maybe no, it happens. Even if we should this should be the first category, judgment error, mild. It happens with everyone. It happens to us all the time. Next is the ability, right? Don't give task to someone where you would know their ability is different. For example, someone, you know, someone plays great mridanga, mhm, and someone cooks very nicely. You switch their service. The cook is now playing mridanga, and mridanga is the cook. What will happen? Both will be frustrated because that's not their service they like to do, nor they have the ability to do. They may manage, they may make some rice dal with salt without salt or some too much salt, and mridanga would also some they'll beat it up a little bit, but it'll be a mess, right? So we have to understand the ability also. Don't expect a fish to start running. on the land, right? If you judge a fish's ability to swim, to run on land, we are doing wrong. Everyone has different abilities, and it's in duty of a leader. And everyone is a leader, whether it's a parent, whether it's a community leader, whether it's the, you have to understand. Like I'm sure those who have children, they know that, oh, this child has this ability, right, Prabhu? Like I see Baldev Prabhu and Subal Prabhu. Your two children do they have the both same abilities? They're different, right? Someone does this better, someone does this better, right? Although they are growing under the same parents. Similarly, in a community, in a family, different people have different abilities. Not everyone can do everything. So we have to understand their abilities and be mindful and just careful. Okay, maybe their ability, their strength is something else, right? Maybe the prasadam was, the salt was little less, or the salt is generally, so maybe we see what is their best talent and engage them accordingly. And the third eye, which we should be very, 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 very careful, is judging their intent. Your intent was to make bad prasadam. Your intent was to that people should, not get full prasad. That's heartbreaking. Your intent is to disturb. Your intent is to intentionally put down, your intent is to intentionally not give me this service. Your intent is to prove you are better. Don't judge anyone's intent. You are not Paramatma. We see a tiny and we judge a lot. Never judge someone's intent, please. It's very, very heartbreaking. Give benefit of doubt. If you have to judge, judge. Unless you are really, 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 really sure and you have all the facts and all the everything. And that's very, very rare. That's generally not the case because generally people don't have bad intent. They may have judgment error. They all do. They may have ability error. We also, no one is perfect in everything. But intent, generally devotees want to serve. Generally devotees want to do their best. If given the right encouragement, they'll flourish. The community will flourish. But if we judge people, especially their intent, it's going to be disaster. Hare Krishna. Sorry, I'm over time. Hare Krishna. Any closing comments?
Thank you, Prabhuji. Very nice class. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Bhagavad Gita Upanishad ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Samaved Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare Bol.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.